This video I'm talking to you about ATC. It stands for Air Traffic Controllers. They're found at busier airports because their help is much needed when busy airports have multiple aircraft coming and going inside their airport and their airspace. If an airport doesn't have a tower, it's just simply not as busy as ones that do have a tower. That less congested airport, pilots should be able to safely coordinate their movements through two-way radio communication among each other. When you have a towered airport, however, they have a lot more going on. These controllers have to monitor and communicate with multiple aircraft all at one time. They communicate with pilots' takeoff and landing, ground movements, taxi instruction, frequency exchanges, aircraft entering or exiting their airspace, flight headings, weather updates and reporting, just to name a few. They wear many, many hats. And their entire job is done in the name of safety and efficiency. What they do is so important and overwhelming, they take breaks about every 2 hours. And because of that, when you do speak to them and you make that radio call, mean what you say and say what you mean. Try and keep it short yet effective. You're not talking to them to have a full conversation or tell them how your weekend was. They're juggling so many different things, so do your best to not tie up the radio and keep it brief. I highly recommend, if you have a choice when you're choosing a flight school, choose one that is in a towered airspace. I promise you it's going to help with your radio communication with ATC, and it's going to be a lot less intimidating when it comes time to talk on the radio. When I was in the tour business, I worked with plenty of pilots who did their training at a really small rinky-dink airport that didn't have a tower, and when you hear them communicate over the radio, it is evident that they lack the training, they lack the experience and the confidence to talk with ATC. Here's a great tip for you when it comes to ATC. Call your local airport and see if you can do a tower tour. It is mind-blowing when you see what they do, and as a pilot, seeing their perspective, it's going to give you a better overall picture of just how everything works and how they communicate with pilots. I left a really funny link to some ATC communication below. Be sure to check it out if you want a good laugh.